Time to run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it up. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it up.
Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, and play pretend. Aim off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall.
Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, and play pretend. Aim off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate
Hit for
now.
my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, and play pretend. Aim off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is well. Let's get into it. Let me see how all systems go. You guys know the drill. Let me check here. Yeah, we look good. And let's get into it. Let's see what we got going on here. Analyze the charts and all of that good stuff here. So start off here with news. Yesterday CPI prediction, we came out pretty damn good, to be honest. We were pretty on point. We were looking at lower interest rates. So we did see a tick down in interest rates, sending gold up, sending markets up. Obviously with it not being as fundamentally, strongly driven, but there was, obviously the initial reaction being correct. FOMC, I was expecting FOMC not to do much as it's pretty set. I would like to see a little bit of update. Let's go see here in news if we can read some headlines here. So yeah, this is the type of stuff we want to see in conjunction. Federal Open Market Committee, blah, blah, blah. Meeting prices will be most likely outcomes, real good growth, unemployment rate, inflation, blah, blah, blah. So let's just see a summary of economic projections here. Sum it up for you guys. Raise in inflation forecast 2.6 to 2.4 in March, forecast 4% at the end of 2024. So they expect inflation to stay a little bit higher, which is going to support. The reason for this is because they're planning to do less rate cuts. Inflation needs but is still too high. Yes, Powell, Fed need to generally expects GDP to slow from last year's pace. Oops. Unemployment rate remains low, which is true. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, what I was basically. GBPJPY shrugs off. UK data misses to test fresh 16-year high. Wow. Gbpjpy bidders. Here we go again. Part 2. I don't get it. It's always the same freaking thing with Trump, with this. And just there's way worse things that other people do that no one notices. But someone with a bit of influence does it, it's an issue. So yeah, let's go see the calendar here. See what we got going on. Today is Wednesday. Don't know why this is showing me the wrong Thursday. Got that all wrong. And today basically we have no news for London here. We do have USD PPI coming. Unemployment claims also coming here. We expect this number to be pretty good, if not come back better. And that's about it, to be honest. That's about it. Tomorrow is a big day for JPY. We have their rate decision and policy statement. This is going to be a big one. Today, we need to be slightly cautious. We could see some headlines coming from Bank of Japan here. I do believe... yeah, we could have some headlines coming from Bank of Japan, which we have to be careful with. So we'll keep in tune with that. They don't expect to reduce policy target until range greater inflation. Yeah, so we'll have to keep our eyes on that. And then we'll take it from there. So let's have a look at what charts are doing here. So starting off daily time frame, how's daily progress? Obviously daily closing bullish, not the best close since we're not closing above resistance. We would want this to close above resistance. Now breaking this daily high does give us continuation. Now if we scroll back all the way back here, you'll find a very old 4-hour resistance. And the way we have to go find that 4-hour resistance is we have to go rewind all the way back here. Now what's very interesting is when we go check that 4-hour resistance and mark it like this and just put a line like this, we can see we perfectly rejected at this 4-hour resistance. So if we come here and fast forward to recent price action, you can see perfectly go on 15-minute, boom, perfectly we reacted off this, right? So this is your 4-hour resistance from well before here. So we perfectly reacted and still holding below this. Above that 4-hour range is pretty massive here. Of course 2001 is going to be a major target here, psychological number. We can go put that on the chart, 2001 as a key level there. Coordinates 2001. So daily is closing bullish though. 4-hour time frame, of course, as well. Closing bullish, very limited bottom wick here, not the best bottom wick here, kind of a nipple wick. No bottom wick on this broker. I need to see my own broker here to see what type of bottom wick we have going on here. Let's have a look, let's have a look. Yeah, I have a nipple wick on my broker here, so not the best bottom wick on this 4-hour. Right, so we'd like to see some sort of continuation, hopefully come back down, make some sort of structure. Now for continuation to make sense, I do feel that we'll need something leaving this range here. Trading inside this range, I think we find too much consistency, especially with only a 4-pip range. Pretty useless to trade a 4-pip range. And with the threat that we are only, where are we right now? We're only around 10 pips away from making a steeper bottom wick. We could go reject this high, come back, make a steeper bottom wick, then get above. Breakout trades can make sense today. I prefer us to get into a proper trending move where we actually have breakout candles. We have not had a breakout candle, so this makes probabilities a lot lower, guys. Maybe 20% less probable, even more, 30% less probabilities of trades playing out, because we have nothing breaking out on any time frame. We don't have a weekly breakout. Weekly actually closed bearish, right? We don't have a daily breakout. We don't have a 4-hour breakout. We don't have a 1-hour breakout, etc, etc, etc. Even 1-hour candles are still respecting until this candle here closes in 17 minutes. Then we only have the first signs of a potential breakout, which literally happened yesterday, and we saw we got immediately rejected. So this 4-hour resistance at 864 is realistically a very, very strong zone here. So we have to keep that in mind, is that we don't have higher time frames supporting any type of breakouts, right? That would have been something we want to see for continuation. That doesn't mean it's still worth a shot. We just have to accept that we have lower probabilities above here. Now, if we're looking at this range here, about 12 pips to this level here, and then of course we enter no man's land where we're trying to target 1-to-1s and see if volume comes here. So that's basically it. You're looking like you're taking the risky and taking breakout trades. That's going to be the plan. I do want to see structure before the breakout. A straight breakout I don't really like. Would like to see some sort of 5-minute or something like that form. So we'll see what ends up happening. Sells, I'm not interested just yet. Again, like I've been saying for the past few days, not interested in sells, and that's been correct, right? All we've done is literally go up, make high lows, and go up. So if you've been a seller, you've been in trouble. That's not to say that you can't take sells in these market conditions, but buys are a lot more rewarding and easier to profit off. So if we do pull back, I'm not going to be looking for sells just yet till we get till we get some sort of 4-hour resistance, daily resistance as well. Then sells will start to make sense. Otherwise, I'm going to continue with the bullish bias. Even if we pull back deep here to 2500, even some sort of supports, change of structure, I can take it back towards the upside. So pretty straightforward there on GJ. As for gold today, obviously we had our move here at CPI, pushed up around 200-300 pips here. We found resistance at just a previous little 15-minute resistance here. It's come back from here, reacted off here as well, and we rejected that very, very nicely. Failed to break the high here. Boom, came down, retraced the news here, had a little bit of a bounce, and now come back and fully retrace the news, taking out these lows here, and we're hovering at these levels here. So looking at what price is doing here, if we look at how the daily, so what's very interesting is how the daily's developed. As I said, if we get that daily candle closing back in the range is where we're going to can see some heavy upside here. We didn't get the daily candle closing back in the range, which is very interesting because we rejected from that 2340. So without the daily closing back in the range, it's quite 50-50. We could go and see us retest one more time and populate something like this again, where we get potentially another liquidity grab. And this is a very common scenario we see that price likes to do. It's pop up, form a daily support, pull back, grab liquidity that then gives you, the monster move. So we could see that liquidity grab happen. How long it takes to play out, we could even chill here like this for a little bit, couple of weeks, and then see what happens, or a week or so. Obviously they're big ranges, definitely tradable ranges from here to here. That's 500 pips from here to here, 300 pips. So it's not like we're going to be stuck in consolidation. Those are massive ranges for us trading sessions. But if we go and look at what daily's doing, we currently don't have a top wick on this daily candle. So there is a chance that we do flip, right? There is a chance that we do flip. Depends where we go and find support. So if we're looking at 4-hour time frame here, we're at the zone where I'd expect support to come. I'd expect support to come somewhere in this type of zone here. These charts look completely different. Completely different. I need to see what my broker looks like. Yeah, my broker looks more like Owanda, not Forex.com. My broker's looking like Owanda. So yeah, looking at the charts here, you know, we could expect price to come maybe retest into some of these zones here, you know. That's where we could look to find support. If we find support and candles start to close bullish here, we could potentially be looking for buys, supports form buys to go and retest this high here. Definitely possible. So what we're going to do here, we're going to mark this 4-hour support, as this is another 4-hour support we need to keep in mind. 4S, there we go. This is another 4-hour support slash 1-hour support. So we'll put this slash 1 hour. I mean slash 4 hour. Now let's see what the plan is going to be for today. So we have 4-hour candles closing bearish. We have previous daily closing bullish. So for buys to make sense here, I do think there's maybe an opportunity selling below this box here. If we just make this like a box, and below this support, if we get something closing below here, we could see potential sells play out right below here, back to the 4-hour support. Oh, it's previous. Why did my 4-hour support not mark? I will just bring this up here. We can mark that later. So now let's see how big our range is. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't like that 15-minute has all of this shit here. It's not the best. How big is that? 25 pips, not bad. 30-minute is clean, but 15-minute is definitely very messy here. 15-minute doesn't make sense till all the way below here. It's quite a tricky zone, to be honest. Yeah, the only other way I could see to sell, this is quite a big range in here. 23 pips. Buys, I think we could see back above the range here. Especially if we go down, grab liquidity, come back above the range. That's where your buys are going to make sense, above here. But I think we need, if I'm being honest, I think we need some form of consolidation and then a decision making here. Continuation, really, the only zone I can see that makes kind of sense here is this zone, because we're sitting at 4-hour support. That's the problem we have here. We're sitting at 4-hour support. Don't really want to sell. I think below this wick here, let's see where this wick could be the earliest to sell, below this wick. Yeah, I think that's what you'd have to try experiment with, going below the wick here. Yeah, that could be an option below the wick here. Let's see what 1 hour is doing. Yeah, below the 1 hour support. Below the 1 hour support to fill this wick here and then potentially continue down. You definitely need something closing below the 1 hour support. And that's the earliest you could probably sell this. Yeah. Below the 1 hour support, some sort of 5-minute pullback since we're in a rejection zone, and then look for that continuation down. And that's it. That's the plan on both pairs here for GJ and for gold here. We'll see what ends up happening here on the charts. And, you know, and that's it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. How much of a 443 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. If we could do the YouTube business, you guys know the drill. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Leave a like on the stream, do all that good stuff. We'll put on the like train here, start the poll, get the likes up to 300 eventually. We'll see. Start the poll here. Oh, I wrote 300 question mark, then likes. Let me do it again, because I wrote it wrong and it's annoying me. It's annoying me. It was annoying me. All right. Can you look at GU? Yeah, we can have a look at GU. GU very much similar to gold, but we're coming back towards this level here. If we look at daily time frame, definitely some sort of liquidity grab back to this daily resistance here. Looking at 4-hour time frame as well, closing back inside the range. You do have to watch this type of 4-hour support. I would say this one here is going to be important. It does look like it wants to try retrace some of that range. Any pullbacks to find some sort of continuation do make sense here. At least back down to 1.27 into this support zone here. You know, but you definitely have two very high volume zones. So any pullbacks to continue down do make sense. It does make sense. %78 win rate. I can change that. Thanks for updating me. Is that it? Is it exactly 78? Yeah, it should be 0.3%. You hired for GJ, any candle closing above 15 fine, not above 15R as wicks cross through it. Above here is fine, not above the 15R. Above here, what's here? Current price, but fine for what? To where? Well, we haven't broken out, right? You're gonna trade a 3-pip range. Did you watch the analysis beginning of stream? Give us coins. Did you watch the analysis beginning of stream? I'm just asking. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm asking first if you watch the analysis to know if you're confused or not. That's why I'm asking, so I can find out. This is not a 15, this is a major 4-hour. We've rejected it very heavily here. Very hard to buy back into that. Remember, we're trading at all-time high. If you trade here, you risk rejection. Remember, 4-hour time frame also has no top bottom wick. We don't have a breakout candle. You should watch the analysis. You can replay it on YouTube, but 4-hour candle, there's no breakout. We have no candles breaking out. If we had the daily candle close above the resistance, above the daily resistance, if we had the daily candle closing above here, if we had a 4-hour candle closing above here as well, then you can take that idea because you have a breakout candle. We don't even have a 1-hour breakout candle yet. 1 hour is rejecting right now, right? So we have nothing breaking out. We just have rejection wicks at the moment. We don't have 4-hour breakout. We don't have daily breakout. We don't have... Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you can't go far back enough to see. I have standard as well. That you can't go far back enough to see. It doesn't matter. What matters is is understanding that we don't have anything breaking out on higher time frames. So how is it going to support the idea of filling the wick? So in order to continue today, we need to get above all the levels, right? We need to get above the levels that we've been rejecting in order to break out. That's what's important. Not even a 1 hour. Yeah, at least, no, we need to get back above 864 here. It's a difference of 3 pips, but it's going to give confirmation. Because otherwise right now you would have been in buys, right? You would have just taken these buys, break of this high. And now you'd be in heavy drawdown, right? You have to consider that. That would have been enough for you, right? So you have to consider what higher time frame is doing. That's why we look at higher time frame first, to try realize, okay, what's happening on higher time frames? Do we have a daily candle breakout? No. Do we have a 4-hour candle breakout? No. So I need to actually be cautious about buys because nothing's breaking out, right? It's not like when we're down here and we have a 4-hour support to tap to resistance, or we have candles breaking through, or breakout candles like this to continue, or higher lows, etc., etc. This is different. This is us stuck at the top of a range that we've been rejecting all yesterday. And if you look at target, where's target? Right? Do everything backwards. This is your support formed. Where's target gonna be? The resistance. So you're buying at the resistance. Doesn't make sense, right? Imagine you came to the charts down here. Would you still be looking for buys up here? Right? You'd be like, no, I'm not taking buys here. We're at resistance. So where's the next buys? Above resistance. Right, to give us that confirmation. Same as yesterday, the 500 level, we took buys above yesterday, 500. Until something got above 500, nothing went up. It kept rejecting, pulled back deep here, right? We had the breakout candle, but nothing closed above 500. That breakout candle gave you an 18 pip pullback. Then when we got above 500, pretty simple, straightforward continuation. Why can't we trade the range 716 to 8? If you can find an entry from 716, yeah, then you have enough range to give yourself space. But trading from 800 to 860, I don't think is worth it, as you're buying highs, you're not buying two highs, you're buying the highs, and if you get stuck in pullbacks like what's happening now, it could be quite risky. But let's say you get a nice little pullback, maybe set up 4, close back inside the range. Now you have about 17 pips if something's closing back in the range there, or let's say it closed back above the 4 hours where you would go. You have here 13 pips. That's enough to at least, even if price starts pulling back, you know you're probably going to be wrong once it starts breaking the structure, right? You know you're going to be wrong. But at least you give yourself a chance to go and retest some of these highs again, which you can then manage your trade break even. You can close half if it comes to entry. You can just be in a position where you're kind of more likely to go in profits instead of buying highs like this, where you literally get triggered into buying the high and immediately in drawdown. You can't do anything to manage this trade. It's literally SLOTP. Now, if you were to journal this trade that you took breaking the highs, you would say to yourself, okay, I'm trading really close to resistance. We don't have a daily candle breakout. We don't have a 4-hour candle breakout. 4-hour doesn't have a good bottom wick. We're at a rejection zone, multiple rejection wicks, not looking the best. On top of this, man, these wicks were formed by what? Were formed by CPI. Can gold be bullish today? We need a support formed. It can, by New York, end up forming bullish price action. But what we need is we need to see price basically form a 4-hour support. Hi Harry, difficult trading conditions. I would say if we start breaking out, I think we could get some good moves. In terms of gold, gold is in a tough spot. Gold is definitely in a tough spot where it's pretty hard to sell because you're selling into all this rejection zone. And if it gets down here, this is the easiest place to sell below here. The only thing I don't like is to dump from here to here. Feels like that's the move already. Harry, I entered in GJ buys after 30 closing above entry on break of previous for a high. Why did I lose in this trade? I just explained exactly why you lost about 50 times. I explained 50 times why you lost. About the 4 hour not breaking out, you being at the top of the range, daily candle not breaking out, 4 hour no bottom wick, lot of things. That's the exact reason, same reason. We have to worry about intervention. What causes intervention, Tony? Good morning. Morning, man. Thoughts on PPI tonight? Gonna be pretty same to CPI, to be honest. Probably come back the same. Change of monetary policy and GXC at lower level? No, monetary policy doesn't change in order for interventions to happen. It happens when the yen gets weak, simply made. Yeah, exactly, weak yen. But it's not weak yen against the GBP. They don't care because remember the JPY hold their biggest reserves in dollars, so they care about its dollar value. So look what happened yesterday. We had a massive dump here, immediately gets bought back up, but we're not exceeding the highs that we were originally at. So as long as we're not exceeding the highs, we don't have to worry about that. Now tomorrow is going to be the big day for the yen. Tomorrow is going to be the big day for the yen. If they're going to talk about anything and bring some sort of yen strength, right? If they're going to bring some sort of yen strength, it's going to come tomorrow, because tomorrow we have monetary policy rate, which should be kept the same here, and monetary policy statement, right? Look at this question. Hi, any thoughts about GJ breakout above this modifier? Look where I'm going to put him. Put in waiting room. You can go sit in waiting room now for 5 minutes. Time out. He's in waiting room now. I put him in waiting room, really. Look, in waiting room. Claudio. 5 minute timeout. 5 minute timeout. Punishment. Why? He's repeating same question. Don't bully him. Maybe we give him discount of we reduce his sentence. We reduce his sentence. Yeah, we can welcome him back now. Oh, he's back. He's back. We reduced his sentence. We were kind. Where are the goits? Thank you. No rant for 1 minute was so good. I was ranting while you were not there. Yes. 1 minute candle timeout. Yes, he got a 1 minute candle timeout. Because of his goids. He came here and brought goids. Sounds like a disease. It does, man. It does. Don't know where that word. Don't know how you even autocorrect to that. Someone Google it. What is goits? It must be something. We might be saying something we don't know. I'm gonna Google it now. Let's see what it is. No, it's nothing, man. It's nothing. Goid, a project of flocking geese. No, it's nothing. It's nothing. The only way I can see, yeah. Oh, he meant gold. Okay, gold. But then why would he write goids with an S? Goids. I think he meant goods. I think he meant goods because look at OO is next to I, so he wrote GOOIDS, goods. But then instead he wrote OI. So either he meant, because gold, yeah, he could have pressed L as well instead. You're right. That's the debate. It's either he missed OO or he was writing gold. No man, it's just Bro was typing in overdrive? Yeah, it seemed like it. Let's keep it as coins. Harry, we can take buys above 2800. 2800 I don't like too much, no. 3 pip range, not worth it for me. Not worth it for me, 3 pip range to get potential rejection and lose 12 pips. I'd rather see us leave this range for the 100th time. 50k account, 3.7%. How to recover loss? Have a plan that works long term. And then it will be irrelevant how much you're up or down. That will just be places for you to improve on, right? But you need to have a plan that you can follow. And then your job is to follow that plan, right? Exactly what I've been doing here every day on stream. I show you how to follow my plan. That's it. And when I follow my plan, I know I have outcomes. Now, the good thing is, and a lot of you guys don't notice, is sometimes I sit and do nothing. But that's following my plan because there's nothing that follows my plan. If there's anything that happens that follows my plan, I take it. And then the outcome should hopefully be higher probability of succeeding, which is most of the time, which has been proven over a year of me streaming and recording a proven track record with every single link and what time we take the trade, so you guys can see entry and stop loss and exit fully, right? We don't say 5 minutes later, oh, by the way, I took this trade. No, before the trade even happens, everything is set out in stone. So that is how you can go and see. If I didn't take this loss here, we would be on a nice little win streak here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn. 9 win streak. That's just for the flex, you know. Hey Harry, should I worry about my 10-11 pip spread? How will it affect me long term? Yeah, 10-11 pips will fuck you long term, I'll tell you that much. Hopefully you're reading it wrong. If it says 10, it means 1 pip. And 1 pip is fine, man. 1 pip is fine. Anything above 2 pips for scalping is a problem. Anything above 2 pips, I say, is a problem. Because especially if you have break-evens in your... I would say this. If you have break-evens in your strategy, then you need tighter spread. If you just, then I would just say, just don't put your stops at break even at that point, because long term it equates the same thing. It's just psychologically it will affect you sometimes if you take more losses. Like, many people don't understand the long term view of trading here, you know? Like, you could literally, if you don't have break even in your strategy, you could take 3 losses in a row, but then 3 times in the future, right? 3 times in the future, times where you would have gone break even and they hit TP will make back for those losses, but you've messed up your psychology, you've messed up your headspace that you don't take those setups, or you FOMO in and you just end up being a losing trader, and you don't think long term, you know. Long term is quite straightforward, especially if you're managing risk properly, taking a trade that follows plans, doing always less than what you expect to do. You have very much higher probabilities in this game and you don't get messed up even if you slip up, because as traders we'll slip up, we'll make mistakes, we'll do things that we shouldn't have done. But whenever we've managed risk and whenever we are following the plan 90% of the time, we're going to be safe long term. Doing a thing called neutral jing, it's avatar, wait and listen before striking. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Hey Harry, any chance of discussing your current trading strategies as planned? Yeah, everything is there for you on my YouTube channel, right? You can find out my trading plan, you can find out my entries. My entries are here if you want to see just the entry videos, top 3 price action entries. You can see my trading plan, all of this stuff. All of this stuff is there for YouTube. Only thing I ask in return is a subscribe. Check GJ 30 minute. We probably closed above here. No, we didn't close. We closed bearish. And look, now we don't even have the 1 hour candle breaking out, guys. So we definitely need something closing above here. Even if this just shoots through, I know long-term probabilities are bad. Same probabilities of yesterday. If you took buys before getting above 500, when I told you guys we need something closing above 500, if you took these buys here, boom, straight to stop loss here, right? You put stop loss below the lows. Even if you had stop loss here, you're out. So once we get above 500, it's clean. Same scenario is going to work here. I mean, this candle could do it itself, but now that we don't even have a 1 hour candle closing above, where's probabilities coming from? We don't have anything breaking out. We don't have anything breaking out. And again, 4 hour time frame is giving me sketchiness with this small bottom wick here of its very sketchy bottom wick. Explain your audience that even with 5 losses in a row, with proper money management, you can be profitable in Forex. This allows to be more patient. One of the biggest Forex in Forex, everybody rush. Biggest mistakes in Forex, you mean, is everybody rush? Yeah. I said, I think 5 losses in a row, you need to go and reanalyze what's going on. Because you shouldn't be taking 5 losses in a day, right? Obviously, you take 5 losses in a day, you're just over trading. But if you go and you have a look and you say, let's say, five days back to back, you've taken losses. Yeah, there's something going on, you know, there's something you're missing. I would say call it after 3 losses. Go and reanalyze what's going on. But if you're taking 5 losses in a row, you need to have high risk to reward to still be profitable. You know, tactical retreat, basically, yeah. You just need to say, okay, what's different? What has changed, right? Brother, I was looking in gold. I guess it's inviting weak buyers to collect their stop loss. What's your plan? My plan is to wait a little bit here on gold, see what ends up happening. If we're going to buy, it has to be above here. Otherwise, early sells would be below 23.08. The cleanest sells are below 23.06. So even if you took this 15-minute candle as a closure, right? Because you didn't get your 1 hour close here, 30-minute as well didn't close above. You have 30-minute closing bearish here, back inside the range. So even if you take it as a 15-minute candle close, now you're taking it right at resistance. So you might as well, and for sure you want to wait for something above, especially no 5-minute structure in here. This is just one candle, no bottom wick, straight push. And that straight push is not big, right? From break of high, we've only pushed 3-4 pips. It does look like a big candle, but it's not really. No traffic is better than low traffic. That's true. If we had the 1 hour candle closing above the range here, we would have a 1 hour candle breakout. We can start relying a lot more on that 1 hour candle to continue the move. We can start looking for lower time frame to find entry above here, 5-minute, etc. But without the 1 hour time frame closing above, without 30-minute closing above, the only confirmation you have right now is 15. But when we're looking at the chart on a 15, there's all resistance here. So that's the problem. Hi, I'm new and trading a trade for a month and I turned $36 to $600 in a week, then lost $500 again. Now I need to make all of that money back. You know, you don't have to make all that money back. You lost it and you did something stupid by not managing risk. Trading is not about flipping, brother. This is not gambling. If you want to gamble and try to flip money, go and probably you're better off in a casino, if I'm going to be honest, man. Play roulette, try flip your money in roulette, or go trade some sort of binary and, you know, do something like that. Bet on something like that. What you should be doing is you should be managing risk, because it's impossible you lose $500 like that. You need to be managing risk. If you got a bit lucky, you risked a little bit higher because you had a small account and you built your account to 600. Now take a you know, start putting proper risk management. That's really important. And you're not going to make it back because you learned a lesson now. You're probably going to lose everything and lose your $36 at this point. Your initial investment will even go. So, you know, start doing some proper stuff. I lost it in 4 trades. Yeah, exactly. That's not good risk management. If your account is $600 and in 4 trades you lost 500, right? What's 500 divided by 4? Right? 125. So that means what? I think 125. But that means you're risking $125 on a $600 account. It's not gonna work, brother. It's not gonna work. You need to be risking maybe max 10% of a small account like that. And that's even high risk, you know, 10%. You need to be risking maybe, you know, $6. No, that's 1%. Yeah, 10% would be $60, and that's even high risk. Brother, yesterday Lorenzo streamed, they opened your YouTube channel and watched you. Yeah, someone showed me that in the group I saw. Shout out to him. I like that, not bad. That's how the industry should be. Everyone, you know, industry a couple of years ago was a lot of hate. I think now we're getting, hopefully, we don't know what people's hidden agendas are, but I like it. I like it that we can all support each other. It's how it should be. It's how it should be in making this place a better place and making the trading industry better. So shout out to him. You can send that to him, tag him. So he knows that I'm appreciative of people appreciating the work we put in. Yesterday, Raja Bank lost in CPI. Also, he got slipped and he lost 6K. It's unfortunate. I hope not many people were copying him with full margin. Otherwise, their accounts were gone. Accounts would have been gone. Right? This is why you have to not, you know. That's why you have to follow a plan. A lot of his viewers gamble CPI. Yeah, a lot of people love to gamble. A lot of people love to gamble. It's unfortunate, and then they come complain. You know, this is what I find really amusing to me, is a lot of people love to gamble, but when they gamble, they'll complain, "Oh, I lost my whole account." But then when they come and they follow a plan, and they see someone lose following the plan, they hate. Oh, you suck. It's like, what the hell? Hey Sharp, how to deal with losing streak and losing confidence? Very easy. You will lose confidence, of course. To build confidence again, what I normally did was backtest. But the main thing is you have to find out what's happening in the losing streak. You shouldn't be in a losing streak without something going wrong, right? If everyone's in a losing streak, like the markets are just being, there'll be times, and there's always a potential of a time where markets will just be so, in a bad condition that, you're just going to be punished, right? And you'll have to learn and adapt, and that could put you in a losing streak. But otherwise, you need to see what's happening. You need to see what's happening in your own trading, right? Damn, a little bit of pump here, some volume coming in, but very quick rejection we saw here. Very quick rejection we've seen. I wonder if this is just going to fly straight through every single level here. We're just going to have a major breakout. Shame that 1 hour didn't close above. I don't have any confirmation here without the 1 hour closing above. No confirmation for me. Very hard to take this trade without the 1 hour closing above. If the 1 hour close above, it's a completely different trade. Then the entry would have been probably this 5 close above the 4 hour. That would have been the entry. I wouldn't take this one because it's right at the 4 hour. I would take something closing above the 4 hour to give me confirmation. That's how I would execute it on the trade. Yeah, especially with no 5-minute structure, I would definitely need something closing above the 4 hour on a 5 minimum, and use the confirmation of the 1 hour breaking out, which we failed since yesterday, failed today. 4 hour candle, no bottom wick as well. You need a lot of confirmation here. You need a lot of confirmation. Is this GBP driven or yen driven? This is yen driven. This is yen driven. So we see a bit of yen weakness here. UJ at intervention level? Not yet, man. Pretty far away. We're not even breaking the previous highs. Once we start breaking the previous highs, then we can intervene. But they're not going to intervene right now because tomorrow we have news that is going to naturally strengthen their currency anyways. Plus, they announced that they don't mind keeping a looser policy. They said here, look. Interview X Bank of Japan policymaker sees flexible GBP purchase program. Yo, how do you block this, man? What's this? Okay. Only gradual hikes below to 1%. This is a tough trade, man, because only way you get on this is you take this here, breaking into this. This is the one. You take this as a breakout and rely that we can just push through this, but oof. It had good 4-hour bottom wick on my broker. I won't trust. Most brokers are showing very minimal bottom wick. I do have a bottom wick on my broker, but it's not a good 4-hour bottom wick for sure. You can see the bottom wick is not big here. It's a small bottom wick. Right, and we don't have the 4-hour breakout. That's the problem. We don't have the 4-hour breakout. We need a 4-hour breakout. That would have been giving us confirmation. We need at least something. 1-hour breakout without a strong bottom wick. We need some sort of breakout. This 30-minute close back inside the range doesn't count as a setup 3. If we close back outside this range, this would have also closed the 1 hour outside. You're trading low probabilities here. This is bad profits. Long term, this trade will fail for sure. You know, you will lose more money on this type of trade than make. Maybe today you make, But no, if you had the 1 hour, and that's just the difference of one candle closing outside the range here, a one candle closing 4 pips higher is going to give you this to make this, you know, win 75% of the time. Right, because that would be your entry. You take it 5-minute closing above, and then you use this to expect volume to get through this 5-minute zone, right? Because you have the 1 hour confirmation, you're not buying into the 4 hour resistance, you're buying above it, and you're using lower time frame to rely on the 1 hour being the breakout, right? And then even if the 30-minute close slightly bearish, you would have a setup 3, so you'd realize that that setup is still active. 4 hour is not relevant because you would just be now gambling a bit that 4 hours should continue, because 4 hour you don't have breakout, as well as daily you don't have breakout. Hits my SL then flying? Yes, that's why earlier trades you need bigger SL anyways, right? If you had a tight SL, I would say if you're taking any trades inside of here, you need below structure, probably 21 pip SL minimum. If not even back below 2500 here, understanding that if we're going to continue up today, the range should hold, and this is your range, or just about here would be like your first range. Harry, yesterday Blueberry Markets and Tradingview jumped to 23.37 right at CPI. Dominion Markets IC went to 23.26. What happened with your broker? Yeah, 23.26 on my broker. I didn't have that long wick. Harry, you didn't answer my question. Is it okay to follow the plan if there's no LTA nearby? Like in this example, there is an LTA. I mean, we're at, you know, basically you can consider this all-time highs. But we do have a big 4 hour LTA all the way literally up to 22.0127. I mean 202. But when with this old price action, you're just trading breakouts here, looking for 1-to-1 to continue. Definitely more of a interesting style of trading. You know, it's more riskier. We don't know when it's going to stop, but if there's volume and structure, this is where price action traders become very, very powerful, is that we can rely on volume and structure to hold. And that's all we're waiting for. Now 5-minute pullback create structure will have continuation back to 2001, sorry. You know, gold still ranging here. Five-minute candle UJ did not form a bottom wick. I'll be careful with that. Let's see your 5-minute candle on UJ. Yeah, I think that's just momentum. You do have a wick at least. Yo, this one here. Yeah, that's true. Especially at this level here. Yeah, this is, you know, you're getting very close to your actual resistance here. This whole area is testing like the origin of the move, right? This is the last structural point we had. Basically here and in here, these 2 points here. Right, so that's your like max target. So we could see natural pushback from this zone, touching the wicks already. We're seeing people already take profits early. I mean, go buy 23.10. All right, all right. Buying above 23.15. Yeah, you have a better range there above 23.15. Well, basically 23.16. Could have a setup 3 form. Definitely possible. As usual, flying without us. Actually, no. Back to back yesterday and the day before, it was perfect trading conditions. Been a good week overall. Back to back wins on GJ, very clean. Actually, it was also a winning trade on gold, but I closed out. Hit TP since I was in both positions. I was in GJ and gold, but I closed. So no, not as usual. And this anyways doesn't follow a plan. This is just you trying to buy through resistance, which I don't like. I don't like that. You know, really I don't like. Without 1 hour closing above, without 30-minute closing above. I don't know. You know, you run that in a simulation at all-time high. Run that trade 100 times and come tell me the statistics on that. You'll see it's not very high. Five-minute thunderstorm. I don't think I want to 5-minute scalp this. Not in this scenario. I want confirmations, man. I want confirmations. Now that we do have the 30-minute close above, it is nice. But I would need probably a 5-minute closing above if I'm gonna 5-minute scalp it. Yeah, I think with that confirmation could work now that we have the 30-minute close above. Stop loss placement would be interesting. I wouldn't run stop on the 5, I don't think. I'd run it maybe back inside the range, 17 pips or something. Slightly bigger, but it's going to be safer. I only backtested GJ and gold. I've backtested UJ, I've backtested GU. What else? Some stonks, you know, US 30, NAS. very lightly on those. I'd say the main UJ, GJ, GU, EU I've backtested. But the main things I've backtested in terms of most volume is going to be GJ and what's this called? GJ and gold. Show us a live backtest. Yeah, we can do that for sure. I have them on my YouTube channel as well, my backtesting sessions. But we can do that for sure. We can do live backtesting. But check out the ones on my YouTube channel as well. Right? Here's one. Backtesting with me. Right? So check those out. I wonder today if today's going to be a heavy breakout day. We'll see. If we start seeing volume really come into the market here, start seeing candles move fast, might have to add some sort of risk at the break of the high. Just to be involved in case this is going to be a heavy volume day. You joined exclusive. Welcome to the team, man. Welcome to the team. Let's go. Are you waiting for structure on GD? We do have structure already, which is great. 5 minute does have structure. So that is nice to see indeed. This 5 minute candle can close above here. If this 5 minute candle closes above and we start breaking the high, could be interesting. EJ, good pair to trade breakouts. I've looked at EJ, backtested that with some guys. Daily resistance 985. Let's see. I don't see any daily resistance there. We've crossed through this. This is not relevant anymore. See all these wicks crossing through it? I think just 201 is going to be relevant here. 201 is going to be watch. How's 5 minute candle closed here? Yeah, we have a support now on 5. Would have been better to see 5 close above. I might go aggressive, take something here, break of the high. If I do, then I'll be putting my stop loss back inside the range somewhere around here. I'll let you guys know. I just need to watch how price action is forming here. Is this based on GBP or JPY? This seems like it's a JPY based push. Three minutes for the 15-minute close here. Yo, man. Good yourself. I'd prefer a 15-minute break high because you basically, when this 15 closes, you'll have that 5-minute. Ideally, actually, this 15 closes bearish, giving us setup 3. You know, that's ideal. I would use that as management, you know. That's how I'd look at it. It would be better. Yeah. It would close the 5 bearish, but then if you get the next one closing above, would be good. What's the line above the blue one? There's no blue one, this is purple. So if this 15 closes bearish, giving us S3 would be around 18 pip stops. Let's say I go break of this high. Yeah, around 17 to 18 pips, yeah. Break of highest high, I would go break of highest high at this point. A lot of rejection happening here. I want to prefer to see us break highest high. How come you don't put a limit order? Since it closed above 4 hour, nothing closed above 4 hour in terms of higher time frame. Also, I'm watching price action. I don't want it to wick up, trigger me, and then we get stuck in drawdown. We do want to see this close bearish here, actually. 15 seconds. Oof. Need a bottom wick here. I need a bottom wick. Right, we have a bottom wick here. I'm gonna try attempt to buy above here if we can break this high. Give me a sec, go to bathroom. That's gonna be where I take a buy if we break that. How far from 1-to-1 is fine to close a trade? It doesn't really matter. Right, doesn't really matter. As long as you're closing it logically, not emotionally. SL 16 pips, think it's a little bit bigger, 17, 18 pip SL. Yeah, 16, 17 pips. 201 too close to entry. I'm expecting volume to push through it. If we do rejecting it, then isn't it? I mean, if you don't want to take the risk, for me it's been a good week, so I don't mind risking a bit of profits here, you know, to give myself an opportunity. If today is going to be a breakout day, then I'm going to give myself a shot. $19 pips to back in the range. No, I don't mind going above here because I'm going to rely on it respecting the previous 4-hour resistance now that we have structure formed. I worry about the stops. What do you want? Tighter stops? Then put it tighter, right? Lot of uncertainty, guys. If you're not comfortable with this trade, don't take the trade. Yes, we discussed beginning of the stream that this is a little bit riskier trade because we're at, you know, breaking through all-time highs here. Obviously buying at highs, you know, but if you're not comfortable taking it, then there's no need to take it. It's been a good week, so I'm gonna leverage that. Look again, long wicks will it not invalidate. 201. Don't take the trade then. Too many uncertainties for you guys. We're buying above the wick. We're not buying into the wick. That's when it would be a problem. Lack of volume, yes. But that's why I didn't want to be triggered here at the first high. If I got triggered here at the first high, it would be quite shitty at the moment. Is it better to have a deeper bottom wick at this moment? It won't be a bad thing. I can say that much. How big push are you expecting after the break of the high? I could not tell you. We could lose the trade. Could break the high, tap 201, reverse, and that will be it. Right? Could come and hit SL. That's a probability. But what I'll look for is I'll look for a decent push and then see based on how price action is forming on lower time frames. I can secure, leave runners. You know, we're in new man's territory here. We literally have full possibilities. We have possibilities of heavy moves. We have possibilities of breakdowns. This is why you don't go on the earlier entry and you wait for the break of the highest high. Very important. Very, very important there. That's another way. Oops, don't know what I've done with my volume. That's another way we've just saved another loss. Have you noticed how many losses we've saved from just following the plan? And this is, I'm just bringing this to your guys' attention so you can see that, hey, it looks like we're just sitting here, but no, we're actually, what we're doing is protecting a shit ton of capital. Can long rejection wick on small time frame mean it's about to reverse? Yes, but we could also with heavy volume get that wick filled, right? Problem is, most of the time, you have to see if it's rejecting something or not. But when we're trading all-time highs like this, it's hard to see. Something on financial juice about JPY. 10:35. Yeah, this was a little bit late before. Prioritizing deposits. Like if it's a rejection, random space in the range. Well, it doesn't, I mean, both can happen, right? Both can happen. Right, we're getting a rejection here. We're being kept safe from being triggered early, which is good. If we got triggered early, we probably would have come and hit SL here. So I'm very, very, very happy that I decided to make the decision to go break of highest high, which makes sense, right? Because look at it based on 30 minutes, setup one, need to break that high to continue. We're not breaking that high, there's no continuation. right? A lot of people would have got triggered above here, man. That's why I did that liquidity grab. Nice little liquidity grab, trigger a lot of people, and then they get there. Tradesharpe should be below previous 15. Well, that's the beauty of us going and waiting for the break of the highs. We don't have to deal with yeah, dodge the slap. Exactly, Alex, right? You dodge the slap by following the plan. You enter early because you have FOMO. Look, measure it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's 2 pips. Okay, 2.5 pips. I rather lose 2.5 pips more extra, but have 20% more confirmation, right? I rather have 20% more confirmation, right, than gain an extra 2.5 pips, right? And that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Also, this week, guys, be ready. Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm joking. On Sunday, we have the vlog coming out, right? I tested the McLaren 720S Novatech. We have the, yeah, I'm gonna delete this order. I'm not gonna take that trade. I'm probably gonna wait for some sort of support. So I'm not taking buys above here, guys. All right. So yeah, we need on Sunday. There's going to be the vlog comes out with the car, and you guys will get. So make sure you guys see that, right? Make sure you guys see that. So be ready for that. We better run that up. We'll post a giveaway in that. Gold doing some things. Yeah, gold trying to get above this zone here. Shame do we have any 5-minute pullbacks at least? Yeah, we're trying to get above. What time is it? 1 hour candle might close above here as well in 1 minute. 15-minute candle. Yeah, we'll see what gold does here. Vlogs riding in the sand dune. We do have a vlog in the sand dunes. We do have that one as well. I appreciate everyone showing up to the stream as always, guys. If you're enjoying the stream, let me know in chat. Always love to chat with you guys, you know, answer some good questions. I don't really like this bad questions and all of that stuff, but no, I hope you guys are vibing. Definitely dodged a bullet just now on GJ, which was nice. You know, that would have been a little bit annoying. And then, yeah, looking at gold now, we can see if we can get above this zone here, potentially here in 15 seconds. If we don't, then we have to be cautious. But yeah, if you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to subscribe to the channel to show up to future streams. We'll be happy to have you on here if you haven't subscribed, so you're notified when we go live. If you're interested in seeing the journal to see the style that I trade with, you're more than welcome to type !journal in the chat and go watch back all the trades I take. And you can go and see what type of style I trade with, right? This is a huge resource for you guys. I also put some notes here. I put some notes on how I can improve, right? I just put a bit of notes here. All right, we didn't close above. How about 1 hour? 1 hour is closing above its structure here, but below this 15. I still want something closing above the 15. I wonder if we can go aggressive on 5-minute. I mean, we are still respecting. If this was just a 15-minute resistance, it's fine. You'd have to rely on the 1 hour here, but relying on the 1 hour means 1 hour stops. I don't really think it's worth it. Max target here, 41 pips. It being London session. Let's see. Maybe we can get above here on a 5-minute, make a thunderstorm, and we can try the thunderstorm play. Thunderstorm play would be okay here. If not, then a classic 15-minute close above also would be a lot better. Set up 2 sells. Is that what you're looking for? Set up 2 sells on gold. It's not a crazy idea, but I don't like that the 1 hour is closing bullish here. You probably, if you're gonna take sells, you probably, this is a retest zone here, so anything can retest. If you get a close below here, then it's gonna be fine. That'd be nice. Those people trying to drive up a June with 4x4 trucks, be fun to see you inside the vlog. I don't know if they do that in UAE. Yeah, I have one of those cars. I think there's a vlog here where I did post driving in the desert. I wonder which one it is. Maybe it's this one. Let's have a look. Oops. I wonder where I posted that. There is a vlog on my channel with that. I forgot which one it was. Maybe it's even older than this one. GJ set up 2. Yeah, GJ said, look at this pullback on gold here, huh? Look at this pullback on gold. Very deep bottom wick here on the 1 hour. Harry for asking again on a trade of the range 15-minute entry. I have to break the previous, or should it continue good bottom wick on my BR? Yeah, but remember, check multiple brokers, right? You need to correct the date for yesterday's trade. Thanks. What date did I put here? Yeah, you're right. Yesterday was the 12th. This is looking very similar to yesterday, guys. Very similar to yesterday. Look how yesterday we had the same thing happen, right? We reject here, we come bearish, we create one big candle here, we close bearish, and the next one close above. This setup here yesterday is what I'd be looking for today. I'd be looking for this type of setup where we have a push, we fail that push, right? Now we create a support, that support then closes bearish, and then we get back above. This can happen on the 5-minute as well today. With volume, we should be able to continue. So that's what we would have to wait for here. We'd have to wait for something similar where, look, we close bearish, now we create a support. Now I think if we can just close above here would be enough. Is it bad if my win rate is negative? What's your P&L doing? If you're still making money, then it's not bad, man. It's your strategy. But you probably need to have high risk to reward, right? Because if you're losing more trades than winning, your winning trades need to be much bigger than your losing trades, right? How can I have access to your journal? You can find it 2 places. You can join the free Discord here. Just join the free Discord, go to resources, and you'll see it, Tradesharpe stream journal. Not only do we have a journal in here, we have so many different things, right? We have price action PDFs, we have trade trackers, trading plan document, profitable trader checklists, you name it. Here's an exclusive webinar recording, right? So this is, you guys get a free webinar on the exclusive group. Yeah, look at this rejection we're getting here. Very similar to yesterday, reminding me of yesterday, this. Would you like to see a 15-minute pause at least on gold? Yeah, would be preferred. Looks like we might get it. Might as well get it here, where we see the 15-minute give a bit of a breather. Definitely a good pullback, so can't upload. Open the journal in Discord resources. Open the journal, and then when you go to the journal, go press file, make a copy. Right? You can make your own copy, do whatever you want to do with it. It's just a basic journal. What's your plan for GJ? Bullish or bearish? It says it on the screen. Just graduated high school. Should I go to uni or take a gap year? Trading has been paying me well. I'm confused. I think you should... what are you going to study in uni? That's the question, right? If you have the opportunity, you can trade and go to uni at the same time, right? You can trade and go to uni at the same time. Or if you want a year to experiment yourself, as long as you're working hard during that year, you can. You know, discuss it with your parents, of course. Make sure they're comfortable and support it. They might not always support it, but as long as they, you know, you don't want that extra pressure from your parents being upset, you know? Because you can make things work if your parents really want you to go to university and they just, that's their dream, you know, then, you know, make them happy. They've done enough for you in this life, right? They fed you, they brought you up, they bought you gifts, they did so much for you. The minimum you can do is fulfill their wish. I think that's your duty as a child, is to at least give that respect back to your parents. You've argued with your parents, you've been told off by your parents, and they just want you to be the best version of yourself. So always keep them at the front of your mind. Don't be selfish, because you know you only get one life, and if you only get one life, the minimum you can do is make the people that matter in your life, you know, priority, right? And make them happy, because that's self-fulfillment, you know. That's self-fulfillment. Who cares? You have to grind for 3 years extra, you know. Screw that, man. That 3 years will be so much more worth it. Now, if your parents are happy with you, you know, trying for 1 year by yourself, then allow it, you know. Go and work hard during that year and prove to them, you know, prove to them. You know, one thing I learned, many people like, my parents don't support me, my parents don't support what I want to do, blah, 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 blah. That's because you never earned their respect. I've seen a lot of, I mean, I'm speaking like I'm old here, but I've seen a lot of kids grow up, and when they grow up, they're just immature, they don't have anything going for them, and their parents are trying to set them up for success because they're scared that they're going to end up lost. So if you earn their respect and show that you're someone who works hard, you're someone who grinds, you're someone who, you know, will make them proud, then they'll probably have a lot more trust in you and allow you to take that year off to try, experiment, prove to yourself if you can do this, right? Now, talking about university, I don't necessarily always agree with university. I think university is good for professions like doctors, lawyers, etc., where you actually have to learn law, you have to learn about medicine, blah, blah, blah. But in terms of business, I think it's the worst thing to do to set you up for business is go to university for business. You're learning from a professor who doesn't even run a business himself. You're learning, apparently you learn from a book, right? And you learn from a syllabus. This syllabus, right? This syllabus is apparently so good that you should be able to work in business, when the professor himself and everyone else in the university is not successful businessmen themselves. So, you know, I have had that conversation with people who go to universities like Harvard, UCLA, and they tell me that at that level of university it's different, because you, first of all, we're encouraged to work at the same time, and secondly, in Ivy League universities we get professors who we just do normal work, and then we get talkers, people who come give us speeches, but not everyone is going to get the opportunity. And then you have to be a complete nerd to make it into that university. I was not really the best at school, you know. I'd like to think that I'm doing okay, you know what I mean? So that definitely says a lot. But what I was good at is common sense and wanting to be the best at something. I was not good at being forced to learn something in a certain way, as I don't believe that that's the best way. I mean, fundamentals are fundamentals, but everything else? And that's it, man. You know? It's a bit hard when you get into debt, right? If you're paying university to go into debt, that's when things get a little bit tricky. Did you go to university? I was going to, man, but then I didn't last minute. I aped in crypto. Reach the limit. Too many tokens. Tokens is the same as lines? Yeah, what's a token? It's not that different from Node.js, actually, PineScript. A little bit. But look, you can put emojis. Is GJ still a buy? Yeah, I think if GJ gets above here, it's still a buy. 1 hour candle is still closing shit though, right? We need to see this 15-minute candle close above here. Stops are not fun here, huh? Well, 16 pips to this. I don't expect it to break that support. Harry, for the past year, how did you augmented your discipline in trading? I'm just being disciplined in general overall, right? It's just the lifestyle I live, being disciplined, and I notice that if I'm disciplined in trading, it's when I actually make money. Would you ape into crypto again? I'm already aped into crypto. I still hold it as investments, but at that time, you know, I just said, okay, I'm gonna go big in crypto and take a risk here. Wealth wisdom, brother. I'll have to. I answered your question twice, and you're just not listening. So if you're not gonna listen, then then there's no point of typing in chat. I give you a lot of attention in chat, and you just sit there and you don't listen. Right? You sit there and you don't listen. So I'm sorry. I'm not gonna repeat myself. It's not my job to repeat myself. Alright, 15-minute candle here, still closing at resistance. I need to see something closing above here. We do have a 30-minute candle closing soon, so the 30-minute can be good. 15 closed good. I don't think it closed the best. I would like to see deeper bottom wick, and then maybe we can go aggressive on 5-minute close above, right? If we can get this close bearish, the next one close bullish, then maybe we can go aggressive. I'll try impulsive entry at the break of 30-minute high. It could be aggressive. I still prefer something closing above. I didn't understand why I lost the trade, Harry. That's why I'm asking. I answered you 3 times, man. 3 times I answered you. 3 times I answered that same question and you didn't listen. So I can't help you. 3 times. I'm literally not bothered to answer that again. Yeah, I don't have bottom wick on my broker actually. That's interesting. Even nipple is not there. Yeah, even a nipple is not there. Yeah, no bottom wick, no entry. That's how it works for me. No bottom wick, no entry. You can see here on my broker, there's no bottom wick on that. So I can't enter. I can show you guys. We'll zoom in nicely. Let me double check here. There's no bottom wick. Yeah, look at this. See that? No bottom wick. No bottom wick, no entry. I think we're breaking the 30-minute high now. And we just breached the 30-minute high. I think for us to see continuation, we have to break this high up here. That's where we'll have higher chance of continuation. Harry, maybe you should mention the name of who you're answering. I read the question before answering. Like just right now, I read the question out aloud. I don't just randomly answer, right? I don't just randomly answer. I read the question, so you should be listening, right? So what's gold? Everyone spamming gold in chat. Yeah, gold's trying to get above, but did we get a close above here? No. Also, no bottom wick on gold. Everything open, no bottom wick. Everything open, no bottom wick. Guys, you should be knowing the plan here. I don't like everyone typing in chat, look at gold. What's the plan? Is there an entry? Right? If there's no bottom wicks, then it's nothing you can be concerned about, because what's following the plan here? How are you going to enter? Right? What are you going to do right now? So you always have to be thinking, okay, what am I going to do to enter this right now? Should I FOMO in on this 5-minute close? That's your only option here, is to FOMO in on this 5-minute close. So you say, okay, I'm going to take this 5-minute close and give myself a 39 pip stop loss and just hope it goes up. Not my personal style. That's not my personal style. But that would be an option that if you're considering trying to catch momentum, that's fine. So it's about, guys, trying to think of, okay, what's the next step? Don't be thinking something's moving, I have to do something. It shouldn't be that thought process. I want you guys to be thinking, okay, charts are getting in the zones where I'm looking for buys. How am I going to execute on those buys, right? What am I going to do to take buys here? What's going to be something that follows my plan, right? What's something that's going to give me the highest probability to win the trade? Doesn't matter getting in a trade. I'd rather not take a trade than take a trade that doesn't follow my plan and then have to chase a loss, right? And try to make that loss back. If you take a loss, you're in a position worse than where you were right now, right? Am I right or wrong? So our job is to take risk. If our job is to take risk, then we have to take risk on what? We have to take risk on setups that give us high probability. Right, so here's your 5-minute. Right, there you go. So if you're FOMOing and saying, I need to give myself a shot today, that's your 5-minute close where you give yourself a shot. Now, not my style. Win rate is not high enough of this. I don't have enough win rate. If it works today, good, but long term, just be careful, right? You'll understand that long term. Let's see 201 here get tapped. I want to see 201 here get tapped. Again, no 15-minute bottom wick, so there's no entry for me just yet. Right? I'm happy to wait for this 15-minute close above 201 as well. It's okay if it's a full body candle with no wicks. That's an interesting candle. I rarely see that, to be honest. What's the context of no bottom, no top wick? If there's no bottom wick at any time during this 15 minutes, it can flip, make a bottom wick, and you lose the trade. That's the problem, right? No top wick means that price is closed at a resistance. Like how we had this wick, you see, until we broke this wick, there's no continuation. We pulled back first. So now I have to see, okay, how are we going to find a way into this trade right now? That's the next thing I'm thinking. How am I going to find a way? 7 minutes, I'll have a potential way to get in. In 7 minutes, I can have a close above that allows me to get in. 7 minutes will also be the 30-minute close here. So those are my two ways to get in. 5-minute thunderstorm is another way to get in, right? Those are the three ways I can get into this trade, right? That are going to give me a 75 to 80% chance of winning the trade. The only other way you can get in is if you just, again, go aggressive, break off high, but in that scenario you need a bigger stop loss here. You probably need the 23 pip stop loss here in case the price wants to make a bottom wick. I'm realistically looking, if this candle can close here, I'm looking to run stop loss below this candle, right? I don't need a bigger stop, because at that point I'd expect volume to come in. Not a hater, but why often do you take full SL these days but manage profits even? I've left runners, right? So when we're getting in GJ breakout zones, I try to leave runners. That's why I have been closing some partials. And I only mention when I close partials, right? Hit runner, hit break even, right? Was trying to hold. I've only done it twice, right? I've only done it twice. The rest of the trades I've hold. And there was no way I could have managed this stop loss here. And we've only taken, in the last month, in more than a month, we've only taken 2 SLs. So it's not like it's a big deal, because most of my trades are winning here, as you can see. So realistically, it's not really that valid. Yeah, if I was taking maybe 2-3 SLs a week, and my SLs were a lot bigger than my wins, yeah, I need to worry, because I'm taking 3 stop losses a week. My wins need to cover that. But when you're taking 1 or 2 SLs a month, you're okay. You're okay closing at profits, because you're still going to be profitable that way. And that's why I put a percentage of how much I make, right? You can see how much I make and how much I lose. This trade we did manage as well, right? We did manage this trade, by the way. That's why we lost only minus 0.6%. We make 1%. This trade here, I tried to leave runners. Look, runner hit BE. I was trying to leave a runner, so I only made 0.5% on that. I didn't make my 1%. Because I was trying to leave a runner. Setup 1 will be on ideal for GJ. Yeah, that's the next opportunity we have to potentially enter here. Right? That's the next potential opportunity we have to enter, is on a 30-minute close. Otherwise, if this just rips in the next 4 minutes, I don't really see a way in. Also, 5 minutes straight push, no pullback. You want to see this 5 close bearish. You want to see this 5 close bearish like that to create structure. If there's buys in GJ, what's the target? I mean, you're aiming for 1-to-1 and you're just watching momentum. A little bit of skill is involved there, of just knowing when momentum looks like it's gonna die. Check this out on gold here, no bottom wick, everyone FOMO'd into buys. Now look what happens, right? So you guys were spamming in chat, gold, 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 gold. I followed my plan and I avoided this trade from FOMOing into gold, and now it makes its bottom wick, right? That's why I need bottom wicks, because if I took a buy here, like I said, you take that 5-minute buy, now you get screwed. That's why you don't do that stuff. Right? Because now you're like, oh shit, now I'm in heavy drawdown. Now it looks bad. Now it looks like a liquidity grab to the upside and flip and come down bearish. Harry, see my previous message? That's why I'm asking again. Yeah, but stop being so pushy, right? My job is not to answer your question. It's because your stops were too tight. You took a trade early before session. That's your main reason there. Gold didn't close above? That as well, man. That's the main thing. But they were expecting to find some sort of FOMO entry. Like, that's what I said when people type in gold, gold, gold. That's why I immediately said nothing closed above anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. It's not your move. You haven't missed anything if it's not your move. No close, no move. That's it, man. I mean, you literally miss nothing because you don't have probabilities. It's annoying to see a push happen without giving you an entry. Of course it's annoying because you want to take a trade, right? But you know, long term, following your plan is the way to make money, so then it's best to follow the plan. I wonder, I'm not too comfortable putting stops just here in case price wants to pull back first then go. But I don't want to, since we don't have targets, we don't know if, if we can get the risk to reward here. I think above, below the 4 hour. Hey man. That's what you have to be concerned, but you don't know because there might be volume that comes in, Exactly. Let's see here on this close here in 27 seconds here, 30-minute close. See if we can make a bottom wick flip and break the high. Alright, I need a bottom wick here. Yeah, if we can break this high here, I'm gonna give it a shot here. Breaking the high on setup 1. Top to the previous 15, I'll put it below the 4 hour. See, almost breaking the high here. Go on a little bit more. All right. I got triggered there with spread. Yeah, I got triggered into that myself. Don't know if it's too early, but it seems fine. That just triggered me. Stop loss gonna be below the 4 hour here. Yeah, I felt it was a little bit early. I did feel that. But I got triggered, nothing I can do to change that. Did feel it was a little early. Hopefully we can re-break the high here. That would be ideal. So that, we could have more confirmation here. Looking at price, we did before, we should expect a heavy pullback. Yeah, that's the only problem. But now that with first time closing above 20.01, we can also, and having the 30-minute now close above for the first time, we could have a little bit of a breakout here. I prefer if I could put stops below here. That would be better to put stops below here. But risk to reward wise, I have more chance below there. I put stop below 30. Yeah, I can't change my risk now. If I get back to my entry, I can change my risk. Give me a sec, I'll just go and be back in 1 second. How do you manage BE points in this trade? Like, you know, decent push. Normally key levels, but we don't have any key levels. So normally you would be like, okay, this has been a massive push, wouldn't make sense to lose this trade. All right. Come on now, son. Bro, that's a rocket if I've seen one. Took 50%. Yeah, like literally you could, after a decent push like that, you can be break even, you know, it's up to you. I'm still gonna hold here. I'll probably manage with something closing below 201. If something closes below 201, I'll probably get out. Sorry guys. I was saying break even on this after a good push. After a good push, that's when you can basically go break even. Like even now, if you want to be risk adverse, since we're at all-time highs, this would be a spot, you know, because we've had a good push. There's no real, normally you go break even at key levels, but we're just above a recent key level. So realistically, there's no way you can really go break even. Mental break even, I mean, for me, I said I'm just going to manage when something closes below 201. I don't mind taking, it's been a good week for me. So what is a 3 pip loss here? It's not going to really do me much. Let's go, boys. Come on, GJ. Would you leave runners? I don't know. I've left too many runners. I might just close full. Come on, GJ. Do it for it. Nice, man. This is a great push here. This is a great push. Come on. Just finish this move. Just be naughty for Harry and go straight to TP because you love me so much, GJ. I'm probably looking to close something soon, to be honest, man. Don't want to be too greedy here. All-time highs. We have no 1 minute pullback here. I don't like that. I don't like that we don't have any 1 minute pullbacks here. It's not a good sign. You can move stops to break even here. No point of losing this trade so close to TP. Let's see what happens here. 5 minute close here in 34 seconds. 5 minute can give a heavy pullback here, so be very careful, guys. It might be good to secure something here, to be honest. It might be good to be securing something here, to be honest. Already like a 13 pip push. That's been our average session. We had the same push yesterday. So as ASP, that's been our average session push. So just be careful here. I'm watching 1 minute here. I might close something if 1 minute candle opens up and breaks lows here. So we'll see. I might secure something. I'm going to be ready here to secure something. If we can respect these lows, we'll be fine. Alright, I wasn't fast enough. I was adjusting lot size. So I just have to hold here myself. Yeah, I have to hold here myself. All right. See what 1 minute is doing here. I don't want to miss out on profits. If this re-flips on the 1 minute, I might secure something here, guys. All right, because I don't want to miss out on profits. But so far, it looks pretty good here. So far, I'm looking okay here. Okay, that re-flipped. Can we flip bullish? Okay, good. We flip bullish. I didn't close. I was being greedy. I was being greedy. Come on, GJ. Get back up there, man, for me. Give me a big one, man. You have 1 minute structure now. All you need to do is finish the push here. Right? All you need to do is finish the push. That's all you have to do, man. Is just finish the push for Harry. You know how nice that would be of you to do? Finish the push for Harry. You know how happy that would make me, GJ, if you could finish the push? Yeah, if this 1 minute break structure here, I'll secure some, guys. I'll secure some if 1 minute break structure. As I'm not going empty-handed on a day like today. You shall not leave me empty-handed, Mr. GJ. You shall not. Last 3 seconds need to leave rejection wick. Right, as it broke that low, like I said, break of 1 minute structure, I secured some at that low, right? I secured some at that low. Now I leave the rest. I don't care what the rest does, but I'm not going empty-handed. That's the whole idea behind this. The whole idea behind this. I secured only very little here just to secure, 20% only, right? That's only what I secured. So realistically, I'm still in most of the position because I don't want to close early, but I just want to close something. Now I want the rest of my position to do business so I can actually make some work here. Some good dough. That's the problem with 1 minute break of structure here. So yeah, don't be greedy here, guys. 1 minute break of structure, you know, secure. You can secure or just hold and accept a break-even trade as well. That's another thing, right? You can accept a break-even trade as well. A thunderstorm could come here in 45 seconds. Leave a like on the stream for this banger of a trade. For me, monetary wise, yeah. I'm just doing it as an exercise. It also covers commissions. I literally 20% close makes me 0.2% man. So it's realistically not going to do me much here. Looks like a nice thunder, yeah. $15-minute close as well. Should I add an entry on this thunder? I'm thinking. This is why I told you it's a good idea to secure something as well, just to avoid this potential pullback. But this is still good. Hopefully we can flip the, if we can flip the 15 here, we should be able to continue most of this move here. Should be able to continue this move. That's what we need here, is flip of this. Flip and break of that 5-minute high. You need a break of that 5-minute high. I might add back what I closed on the flip break of that high. Then I'm net break even on that if it loses. Just need to do some calculation. What's 1 minute structure saying here? Yeah, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. But we have rejection wicks, which is good. Yeah, you need one fat candle to come in here and tell you that volume is still relevant. Remember, this has been a very decent push. We're trading at all-time highs, so we don't know what targets are. You know, we don't know what targets are. Let's go, GJ. Break the high. We need it to break the high. Once it breaks the high, we should get some volume coming into the charts here. So close to breaking the high. All right. Very nice. I like. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say it, guys, so we get the push here. Do it for Harry. Come on, GJ. Now you have 55 seconds. You have to close strong here. You don't close strong here, GJ, you're gonna upset me. You're really gonna upset me. Close strong for Harry and call it a day. You broke the 50-minute high. You just want a little bit more juice here to finish off the day, and you want to fly to the moon. Five-minute has to close above the bearish wick would be good. There we go. That's a beautiful shit. There's no bottom wick here, so I don't want to be greedy. I want to be closing. I want to be closing with no bottom wick. Come on, just give me my TP. Okay, bottom wick's being made now. I don't like that. I don't like that. Flip back. Okay, good. Now give the push. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. I told you it's coming. Come on, just hit my TP so I'm satisfied. All right. TP smash, boys. Let's go. TP frickin' smash. Listen to the beautiful sound of close. And look what I did, because I'm a naughty trader. I added a second entry, and we'll hear that close as well. Thank you very much. I added second entry on the thunderstorm. I'm going to take that as well. 5 pips on that entry to make back my full percentage. Let's go, boys. Let's go. What a trade. Double position. Don't we love to see that? Man went mad and adding 2 positions. I didn't call the second position because I was adding back my risk, but I did say it. Because, yeah, I'm done. 3 for 3. What are we saying? Look at that TP, man. Look at that TP. What are we saying? I'm only trading in June. I'm not going to stream for the whole year and trade in June. GG, well done everyone. Good job. Three for 3. Three days, 3 wins. Yes, it was. It was. Very nice. Too aggressive closing with partial. I sent you DM yesterday to say no partials for you. Also, I had a plan to add back, so I added back. Come on, man. Look at this TP, man. ASP on point, man. ASP on point. Have you closed positions? Yeah, man. Smash my TP. That's it. GG, well played. Perfect, bro. You made my day. I didn't do anything. Weather guys on YouTube that says you don't take trades, I keep telling them I just follow my plan. Like today was a prime example, right? Everyone was telling me, oh, you're gonna miss GJ, you're gonna miss GJ, you missed GJ here on the breakout. Nothing followed my plan. I didn't break the high. I can't get in. Look at the move that comes when something follows my plan. The reason I follow my plan is because of probabilities and statistics. It's the only thing I can trust, right? It's the only thing I can trust. How do you know? Yesterday ASP, man. Yesterday ASP. If I look at the full thing, also it was just above my 1-to-1. But if I look at yesterday, exact same move here. Check the move we took yesterday. You'll see it's very much the same. Look at this, right? Measure how big this move was from break of high when we entered. 18 pips, right? 18 pips. When we got the first rejection, look at how big the move is. First rejection was at like 16.7 pips. So that's why I put the TP at 16 pips. And also it was our 1-to-1 today based on my stop loss. Right? That's in the exclusive content on WAP. Like right after the stream, go ahead in the exclusive content, right? Go to this video here. This video here. ASP, average session push. Right? Watch this video. In this video I talk about ASP, very useful tool to consider. I wrote consider wrong. Let me fix that now. That's not very smart of me, is it? Consider when taking trades to be super accurate when looking to TP and hold a trade. This will explain it. How long is this video? 15-minute video explaining that concept, right? 15-minute video explaining that concept. So definitely worth to check that out. Definitely worth to check that out. Exclusive content, man. It's all in here. All in here. What does it mean when a candle breaks its own high? It breaks the high that it's made. So now if this candle broke this high, it would break its own high. Do you have this video on your YouTube? No, that video is in the exclusive group. Yes. If I post that type of video on YouTube, no one watches it. So it doesn't make sense me paying $200, $200 to get videos, thumbnails, videos edited. That's not even considering the thumbnail. You know, if I'm going to post videos on YouTube, I'm going to post videos that do well. Like recently, the videos I'm posting, no one really wants to watch it. Like these are like the good concepts here. Look, 1.92K views. Normally when I post videos about my strategy, like 8.5K, 13K. So I rather post this stuff because more people want to watch it. The video coming out this week is going to be really, really good. This is about, yeah, this video is about the vlog. It will be really fun. It'll be very fun. Bro, one more trade. This is how you lose, man. That's exactly the losing mindset. Exactly the losing mindset. Get addicted. Your job is done for the day. If you didn't risk enough, then that's your goal, is now to be profitable and increase risk over time. You should be satisfied with what you made. Remember, the skill is what's really important. He missed the GJ trade, that's why. What a comment. Mr. Trader. Here you go. I'll show you how much I missed the trade. I missed the trade today. I'm very upset because look what happened. Oh, missed the trade. Very bad idea. Let's see P&L of the trade, right? Just for transparency reasons. There you go, this is for you as well. Just for the reasons. I told you I'm not the biggest lot size trader, but here you go. Check the time. Check the entry price, everything. I got triggered 2.9 here. This entry here says 2.3. 2.9 a little bit later, maybe somewhere about here. But my broker is a little bit different. But 2.9. 2.9 was the entry. 10 lot I put on this. So there, just to keep you quiet, but we don't care about profits, we care about the trade. But there you go. There you go, that is me missing my trade today. Speak through actions, not through words. Anyways, boys, I'm gonna head off today. I appreciate everyone showing up. Right? That's saying something? Yeah, but I'm not saying I took the trade and then not showing anything, right? So yeah, that's about it. Appreciate everyone showing up. Appreciate everyone joining the stream today. Thank you very much again for joining up. Lovely movement we've had on GJ, and yeah, clean movement. It's nice. And yeah, like I said, few questions I've been getting about exclusive group. We still have 5 spots open, so if you've been planning to join, then that's your opportunity. We will close up probably by next week. And And yeah, appreciate everyone as always. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you all.